6 Common Mind Games You Should Never Fall For. Manipulative mind games can be detrimental to one's mental and emotional health. Narcissistic manipulation is a common form of mind game that can be hard to spot, leaving victims feeling drained, confused, and powerless. Narcissists use a variety of tactics to control and manipulate their victims, and it's important to be aware of these tactics to avoid falling for them. Here are 6 common mind games you should never fall for when dealing with narcissistic manipulation. 1. Gaslighting. Gaslighting is a manipulative tactic that involves making the victim doubt their own perception of reality. The narcissist may say things like, "You're imagining things," or "You're overreacting" when confronted with their behavior. Over time, the victim begins to doubt their own instincts and may even start to believe the narcissist's version of events. This can be a dangerous tactic, as it can lead the victim to question their own sanity. To avoid falling for gaslighting, it's important to trust your own perceptions and instincts. Keep a record of events and conversations, and seek outside validation from trusted friends or family members. 2. Projection. Projection is a tactic used by narcissists to shift blame onto others. Instead of taking responsibility for their own behavior, they accuse others of the same behavior. For example, a narcissist who is cheating on their partner may accuse their partner of being unfaithful. This can be a confusing tactic, as the victim may begin to doubt their own behavior and motives. To avoid falling for projection, it's important to recognize when someone is trying to shift the blame onto you. Stay calm and assertive, and don't allow yourself to be manipulated into taking responsibility for something you didn't do. 3. Triangulation. Triangulation is a tactic used by narcissists to create drama and conflict between two people. This can be a toxic tactic, as it can cause a rift between friends or family members. To avoid falling for triangulation, it's important to stay aware of the dynamics between people. Don't allow yourself to be drawn into drama or conflict, and don't believe everything you hear without verifying it with the other person involved. 4. Love bombing. Love bombing is a tactic used by narcissists to create a false sense of intimacy and connection with their victims. The narcissist may shower the victim with attention, gifts, and compliments, making them feel special and loved. This can be a powerful tactic, as it can make the victim feel like they have found their soulmate. To avoid falling for love bombing, it's important to take things slow and to maintain your own sense of independence. Don't allow yourself to be swept up in a whirlwind romance without taking the time to get to know the person. 5. Silent treatment. The silent treatment is a tactic used by narcissists to punish their victims for not complying with their wishes. The narcissist may stop talking to the victim for days or even weeks, leaving them feeling confused and hurt. This can be a manipulative tactic, as it can make the victim feel like they have done something wrong. To avoid falling for the silent treatment, it's important to recognize when someone is trying to manipulate you. Don't allow yourself to be bullied into compliance, and don't feel like you have to apologize for something you didn't do. 6. Future faking. Future faking is a tactic used by narcissists to make their victims believe that they have a future together. The narcissist may talk about marriage, children, and a future together, making the victim feel like they have found their happily ever after. This can be a dangerous tactic, as it can lead the victim to invest time and energy into a relationship that ultimately has no future. To avoid falling for future faking, it's important to be cautious and to take things slow. Don't allow yourself to get swept up in someone else's vision of the future without taking the time to evaluate the relationship and the person. In conclusion, narcissistic manipulation is a serious issue that can have long-term effects on a person's mental and emotional health. By being aware of these common mind games, you can protect yourself from falling victim to manipulation. Remember to trust your instincts, stay aware of the dynamics between people, and don't allow yourself to be manipulated into doing something you don't want to do. With these tools, you can navigate relationships with narcissistic individuals in a healthy and empowered way. It's also important to seek support from trusted friends or family members, or seek professional help if you find yourself in a manipulative relationship with a narcissist. Remember that it's not your fault, and you don't have to endure this kind of behavior. You have the right to set boundaries, stand up for yourself, and prioritize your own well-being. If you find yourself in a situation where you are being manipulated by a narcissist, it's important to understand that you are not alone. Many people have been through similar experiences and have found ways to break free from the cycle of manipulation. Seek out resources and support to help you navigate this difficult situation and heal from any emotional wounds that may have resulted from the experience. In conclusion, being aware of the common mind games used by narcissists is crucial to protect yourself from falling victim to their manipulations. Recognizing these tactics and understanding how to respond to them can help you maintain your own sense of agency and autonomy in any relationship. Remember that you have the power to set boundaries, stand up for yourself, and prioritize your own well-being. With the right support and resources, you can break free from the cycle of manipulation and heal from any emotional wounds that may have resulted from the experience. In addition to the specific mind games outlined above, there are some general warning signs to be aware of when dealing with a narcissistic manipulator. These can include a lack of empathy for others, a tendency to belittle or demean others, a preoccupation with power and control, and an unwillingness to take responsibility for their actions. If you find yourself in a relationship with someone who exhibits these behaviors, it's important to proceed with caution and to prioritize your own well-being. Don't allow yourself to be drawn into a cycle of manipulation and abuse. Instead, focus on setting clear boundaries and communicating your needs and desires in a healthy and assertive way. It's also important to seek out healthy relationships with people who value and respect you. This can include friends, family members, or romantic partners who treat you with kindness, compassion, and empathy. By surrounding yourself with positive influences, you can strengthen your own sense of self-worth and resilience in the face of manipulation. In conclusion, narcissistic manipulation is a serious issue that can have lasting effects on a person's mental and emotional health. By being aware of the common mind games used by narcissists, you can protect yourself from falling victim to their manipulations. Remember to trust your instincts, seek support when you need it, and prioritize your own well-being in any relationship. With these tools, you can navigate relationships with narcissistic individuals in a healthy and empowered way.